recorded a video earlier of me side, and I recorded for like 40 minutes, and my mic wasn't recording the entire time. So I'm both pissed and paranoid. The greatest combination of two things. Hazy Mind is designed for an adult audience. This content isn't for everyone and will include topics such as suicide, depression, blood, murder, and strong language. If you acknowledge this warning, click to continue. So yeah, trigger warning, I guess. Suicide, depression, blood, murder, and strong language. So if any of these things offend you, leave now, or forever hold your peace. Actually, you can leave whenever you want, technically, but please don't leave. I need the address. No. Music's a little loud for you guys. So. My thoughts fragment my mind like that was Hazy Mind. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's the name of the game. My thoughts fragment my mind. Oh god, I have pills. Fragment my mind like shards of glass. I can feel each suicidal thought slicing me from within. Literally the intro. Okay. This is like Deadpool. I'm tired of battling with my own mind, with each day growing increasingly burdensome. Antidepressants and sleeping pills, my daily allies, will yet again become today's escape from this world. Internally, I'm screaming in pain. Fear of what death might bring holds me back. Is it worth the fight, even when everything inside is pleading for surrender? Death seems like a relief, but it's just a different kind of pain. Thoughts spin in my mind, but my heart keeps on beating. My hallucinations morph into terrifying creatures, storming my mind, in my mind like worms, offering no peace. Fear paralyzes me, leaving me in the darkness with only my thoughts for company. A bottle of pills in my hands, my heart pounding in my chest, a terrifyingly real reminder of the life I wish to end. I understand how strongly emotions overwhelm me. I understand how long I have thought about this. My brain continues to look for reasons not to do it. In the end, my self-hatred still wins. Pills feel as icy as snow, their coldness seeps through my skin, swiftly sweeping away the last remnants of doubt. Closing my eyes, I swallow them one by one. My mind starts to fog from the pills I've taken. A strange moment of silence ensues, as if the world has slowed its rotation, giving me time to reconcile with my fate. The sensation of the pills in my throat feels like a sharp blow to the back, confirmation of the irreversible decision I just made. The world starts to slowly fade away, as if someone is gradually turning down the brightness of the TV. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful simile. My consciousness becomes foggy, thoughts mingle, quickly turning into meaningless chaos. Airman breathing, the cycle getting quieter and less frequent. The last thing I feel is the heaviness of my eyelids, close involuntarily. I surrender to lifeless yet soothing oblivion. First of all, Jesus Christ, dude, it's been 5 seconds and this is already what the game is. Second of all, I'm in love. This is very descriptive. I'm a very big fan. Sleep. It comes like a wave, sweeping me into an impenetrable depth. I surrender without resistance. Suddenly, a glimmer sparks in the darkness, and I see a dream. The surrounding darkness starts morphing. Dreams within it stir, stories both frightening and familiar. These are scenes from my life, moments of both happiness and suffering. As each second passes, those images become more vivid, adopting shapes, colors, and sounds. Some of them are kind, reminding me of times when I laughed, when I was happy. There are dreams that pierce me, reminding me of what led me here. I dive deeper and deeper into the dream. It's like a journey through my own soul. And suddenly, in the endless depth, I begin to see light. It's a warm, muted glow that beckons me from the darkness. I'm drawn to this light, like a moth enticed by fire. When I touch this light, I can feel it start to fill me, rousing me from the deep sleep. Dark sleep. My eyes open. I feel the solid surface of the bed covering my body. My head is still foggy, but it no longer pains me the way it did before. My consciousness slowly returns. Something is off. Everything around looks unfamiliar, even though I know it's my space. Memories spin in my head like flashing images, but I can't piece them together into a coherent whole. It's a feeling of emptiness. As if part of me is gone. Names, faces, moments, everything is plunged into a disorganized mess, even unreachable in my mind. I'm finding it harder to breathe. My mind screams, seeking answers I don't have. Everything around starts to seem distant, insignificant. I'm lost in my own world. Realization sets in. I've forgotten everything. Who I am, where I'm from. My existence is erased. I'm too scared to move, breathe, because even these sensations feel new and alien. With each breath, I attempt to remember, but it only results in greater panic. The world around me begins to crumble like an abandoned building, eroding as time passes. I sense that I am moving further away from myself, which each passing second, fear wraps around me, squeezing my heart. I can't find an escape. Gravity feels doubled. My body fails to resist, falling back to the bed. The moment my body touches the bed, there's an instant relief. It's an unexpected calm in the midst of chaos. I feel the warmth of a foreign hand slowly passing through my hair. Despite consciousness stirring again, the desire to leave the comfortable sanctuary of my bed has disappeared. I However, in the end, I decided to find out who was tenderly guarding my peace. Oh, what?
Hello. You've finally woken up.
It's voice acting! Oh, I don't have to read it!
You must be feeling lost and confused right now, unsure of where you are and who I am.
I'm praying that, I might actually...
Don't worry. I'm here to help you.
No, this is fine. Okay. Don't worry, I'm here to help you, that's what she said. I probably had to cut that part out.
I need to tell you something that might be hard for you to hear, but it's important that you know.
So, by the way, I didn't know anything about this game going into it. It was like $1.99, and I saw a visual novel on the tags, and I bought it, because you know I love visual novels. So I don't know what this is going to turn into. I didn't get a content warning, so hopefully there's no... Not really enough in the video to say the P word, but hopefully there's none of it.
This isn't the first time this has happened. You've woken up with no memory before.
I have dementia? But...
Every night, your memory is reset. You cannot remember yesterday or any day before that.
Whoa, that's cool!
After a failed suicide attempt, you went through a lot of stress, and that's why you can't remember
It's actually
things.
amnesia. Or, not amnesia. Oh, amnesia. God, okay, I didn't make this clear. That's not... I'm gonna be a doctor, guys. That's not what I'm it's probably Alzheimer's. But also, I don't think this has anything to do with Alzheimer's, because you'd still have... I don't know. It's probably isn't anything related to an actual disease. Who are you?
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself.
You literally just said
My
I lose all my
apologies.
memories. How did you forget to introduce
My
yourself?
name is Marana. Your mom hired me to
What
look
name?
after you, as every night you wake up, oblivious to the world around you.
It's kind of cute.
My role is to be a beacon in the early hours, to help you navigate through the confusion. Of course, I am also here to assist you in regaining your memory.
Infinite
By the
replayability,
way,
I guess.
My duty is to provide you with a guide on what to do when I'm not around, and where to find essential items you might
Oh,
need.
she's my Cortana!
Here.
Very
This
cool.
is the guide. As you can see, it's a bit worn out since you've used it prior.
Ooh.
In case of emergencies, the first aid kit is in your cabinet at the very bottom. You'll instantly recognize it. It looks like a typical first aid kit.
So how much of my memories do I lose? If I know what a typical first aid kit looks like, that's not like a thing you're born... It's like breathing. It's like your heart beating. It's not even like holding things. It's something you learn when you're like... You learn what a first aid kit is young, but not like... Like, how far back am I losing my memory? I can still speak, I assume, but I don't know. Weird.
Just to be on the safe side, I've sketched a picture of it here in the guide, so you can be sure you found the right
It's a
box.
fair amount. If I don't know what a first aid kit looks like.
To get to the kitchen, you will need to leave your room, walk straight down the corridor, then take a left. That's where you'll find the kitchen.
You'd think they'd put the first aid kit in my room if it's this much of a problem, but okay.
If something happens to either of us, dial 911.
Okay.
That's the number for emergency services. Your phone is on the table. The phone is switched on and fully charged. You've always had a knack for figuring out how to use it, so I'm sure you won't have any issues there. What else was
That's my
there?
address.
I
For the police.
Right. If you have to call an ambulance, you'll need to know your address. It's 4 Buttiff Street, Arc City.
Buttiff? I need this better name. I'm gonna write this down. Give me a second to write this down. So that I don't forget it. Because whoops. I will forget it if I do not. Writing this down on an actual, used slip of paper that my sister gave me, so it's funny. Buttiff Street. Arc City. I don't know if I'm gonna need this, so I'm gonna write it down, just in case.
It might be a bit challenging to remember right now, so I understand. However, everything I have just told you is written down on this note.
No.
Please, keep it safe and always have it with you, okay?
Shouldn't I be, hyping up myself up on caffeine so I don't fall asleep again?
Great. You're doing very well.
Thanks.
Now, to add a little joy to the moment, I've prepared something special for you. I cooked your all-time favorite
Toast
dish.
with egg.
Toast with egg.
Thanks.
It's important to fuel your body.
Yum, yum, yum.
After eating, I can give you a tour around your room and help you discover more about your life that's been temporarily forgotten. So don't rush yourself. Eat at your own pace. I'll be here.
No, that's cute. I'm gonna eat my food.
Well, since you're done with your meal,
Oh, yeah, okay.
we have one more thing to do.
Interesting.
You'll need to take these pills. They're antidepressants. They've been prescribed by a doctor to keep any panic attacks
Can you
at
not
bay.
stay with me all day? Is that gonna be like the thing? Probably not. She probably doesn't. That or I'd somehow snuck away. Also, that feels like a manufacturing error. These are probably different pills, but if these are supposed to be the same pills, then that's not. It's not. That's a manufacturing error.
Without them, things could become difficult.
Panic attack makes sense.
And I don't want that for you.
Me neither.
I don't want to appear as if I'm forcing you to take some strange pills,
I don't. Yeah,
especially if you are uncomfortable. That is
Yeah,
not my
yeah.
intention.
Okay.
While it's a condition for me to be able to show you the room, the decision is completely yours.
Take the pills or not?
Just so you know, regardless of your choice, I will still guide you around the room.
I'd like to get into me.
And I understand if you choose not to take them.
Okay, well, she's not forced.
Will you take these pills or not?
I'm gonna listen to her. I'm gonna listen.
I had faith you would make the right choice.
You truly did.
You'll need to
I'm
take 2
concerned.
pills to ensure everything goes smoothly. I know it might sound a bit daunting, taking 2 instead of 1, but trust me on this.
I mean, you have the.
Nothing adverse will happen. Here, these are the pills.
No, it's been 5 seconds.
Just take them with water and let them do their job.
What are you doing?
I've noticed a shift in your gaze.
I'm dying.
Please, you must tell me. If the antidepressants are affecting you adversely,
She's not drunk.
it's better to
She's
stop
just-
taking them.
Yeah, no. No! Can I say no? Where's the no button? Okay.
Okay then. The next thing we need to do is explore your
Where's
room.
this is bad. Please stop.
However, I see that it will be difficult for you to get up, and you'll certainly
hate
need
this
my
noise.
assistance. Give me your hand so I can help you rise.
Okay. Alright, thank God the noise is gone. That's what I was
I
concerned about.
understand that you are curious and have many questions.
You're like, why the fuck did those pills do that? Goofy on music.
Let's do a question and answer
What are
session
your
before
hands?
we check out your room.
What are your hands? Why did strange woman with clawed hands feed me food? Or food. Food, yes, but also drugs. I don't like that. I don't like that you did that. I don't like that your hands... Okay.
Choose your questions carefully, because I won't answer them a second time.
Oh, I
Of
get to
course,
ask.
You can save and revisit these questions, but where's the thrill in that? Trust your initial instinct. That's my advice. So, what do you want to know?
Okay. Yeah, where's my mom?
Honestly, I don't know.
Alright, fuck you, bitch.
I don't see her when I visit you.
What do you mean you don't see her?
It wouldn't be right for me to ask where she is, because she is my boss.
How is that not right for you to ask? How do you get paid?
So, I cannot fully answer that. But I think she is working hard for
I
you.
want to trust her.
Do you have any other
But those
questions?
hands, genuinely those hands. I mean, also the fact that her choker looks like it's binded to her neck, but that's not as important. That's why did my mom hire you again?
Interesting question.
Oh,
to
fuck
which
you!
I don't know the answer.
What? Game. How is it my fault that both of these questions I got and I don't know? Okay, whatever, game.
You should ask your mom about that, I think.
I thought you would know. I kind of figured you'd get a mission objective.
Why are you asking questions I don't know the answer to?
Why don't I... Woman? I don't even know where I'm at. I just tried to kill myself last night. This is not the time to be questioning me! Okay.
That's such a rhetorical question that I don't understand how you could even choose it. But do you have any other questions?
Yeah. Why do you look weird? How about that?
I'm not even sure whether to take that as a compliment or
Your
not.
hands, woman!
If
Your
in your
hands!
understanding strange means unconventional, then I am actually quite impressed. I always want to make an intriguing impression.
So do you like joke your fingers? I don't understand. You're yet to explain how, in God's name, your hands look like that. Like, I feel like that could just be artist interpretation, but they would be skin color, right? If that was artist interpretation, that would be skin color. Or there'd be some kind of nomer that's like a glove. You're wearing too casual clothes to be wearing these goofy long gloves.
Not a pleasant one, but an interesting one. Because to leave
You
a
just
positive
assaulted-
impression on people, you often have to just nod along with them.
Woman, you just insulted me. I don't know why
You're probably wondering about my makeup, right?
No. I don't give a fuck about your makeup. I don't care. What is going on with your hands?
I love to experiment with my face and try out different looks.
Yeah,
So
me
far,
too.
This is my favorite.
Me too. Can you fix your hands?
You should enjoy life and do what you like without worrying what others think.
Great advice to give someone with amnesia, I guess.
Want to wear weird makeup? Go for it. Want to wear odd
They're gloves. Okay.
Put them on.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
I'm less concerned now.
People might give you odd looks, and yes, they
I got
might
fired for it.
judge, but so what?
Fired. No money. Death. No food. No water. I really don't understand.
People who pass you by won't remember you in 10 minutes.
But, like, what about the people that I'm close to?
And I won't stress about it. Those unfortunate 2 minutes of judgment can be endured. It's true what they say. People love to talk about themselves.
Why are you saying this like I didn't ask about that?
Do you have any other...
Yeah, what happened to your hands?
For now, unfortunately, I can't answer that question.
So, let me summate all the answers that this woman has given me for the 4 questions I've asked. I don't know. I don't know why the fuck are you asking me this. I want to. And no. I don't answer them, or I won't answer them. 4 questions I've been asked thus far. 4 questions I've asked them. There's the 4 answers I got in this one. And you'll notice that all of those can pretty much be equated to, I don't fucking know. What? Okay. Alright.
It's personal.
Woman, I'm gonna forget you by tomorrow. Why can't you tell me?
All I can say is that it was an unfortunate accident. That's all you can know.
Alright.
All right.
Whatever, BK.
That's enough questions from you. Let's move on to inspecting the room. Well, I'll step back now, and you can hover the cursor and click on the items that interest
Fourth
you.
wall. Items that interest me. What's this?
This is a poster of a rock band you liked as a child.
Wait, do I like
You
them
know,
now?
you used to buy these posters and stick them up, but later on you thought
Why?
it was a bad decision.
That's stupid of me.
At least this poster still hangs here, reminding you of your childhood.
I don't know
How
why you're
you were a
telling
huge
me.
fan
Why
of
are you
this
telling
band.
me what it reminds me of? Fuck you.
I think removing the poster is not a good idea. It would take off the wallpaper as well, ruining
Ask
the
for
look
your
of your
opinion.
apartment.
You literally just told me not to care about what people say. Whatever.
You can continue looking around the room.
Thanks. PC. Cup of Joe. My bed. I'm in my bed, right?
This is the coziest place on the planet.
It's just not true.
Oh god, if it were up to me, I would sleep in bed all my life.
That was the question I asked him.
I know it's not much different from death, but I love dreaming, so death is not an option.
Why? Why the fuck did my mom hire you? You have a person who could try to commit suicide 1 night ago. And you just said how much you love the idea, indirectly, indirectly, yes, not intentionally, but you pretty much just said, I want to die. That's pretty much what you just said. To a guy who just tried, or a girl, I assume, who just tried to kill herself last night. What? Why? How? What did you put on your resume that got my mom to hire you? Because you were clearly lying.
Though who knows? Maybe we really do dream after we die.
Is death the thing you want me to think about right now? No.
But let's not talk about me,
Literally,
right?
fuck bed is.
This is the bed you sleep in. Usually, you just lie there and stare at the ceiling.
How do you know that? So here's the thing I'm confused about. She knows this, right? Which implies that when I was there, she's here long enough for me to know that I just sit here and don't sleep. So did she just not stop my suicide attempt? Is this an extended metaphor? I don't know. But that's
As a
just simple.
child, it seemed you had fun glow-in-the-dark stickers that you would gaze at for a long time when you couldn't sleep.
Okay. Click whatever that was.
This is the plant your mom gave you for your birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday. You didn't tell me that.
Surprising it's still alive after so long. Just kidding. It's really because you've always taken such good care of it. Good job.
Being an amnesiac, I still care for plants.
Lately, with your health troubles, it's your mom who's been looking after it mostly.
Thanks, Ma. I'm suicidal. Got everything.
Another poster, but this one you bought when you were a bit older.
Hung it up over my bed.
You were a fan of anime, it seems. But since you were a child, you mostly watched romance.
This is inaccurate. Breaking the fourth. Breaking my immersion. I never watched romance anime. It makes me cry.
I understand.
Not because it's happy, because I
Mine
hate
is
happy
the
couples.
same. Only later do you realize that such things don't happen in real life.
You don't
Or
have love?
do
What?
they? Maybe it just hasn't happened to you
Fuck
yet. Don't lose hope. Anything can happen in the future, right? But that's not really important. Later, you regretted buying the poster, but you can't take it down because it would ruin the wallpapers.
Cool, woman. Cool.
I should start by saying that all information I'll share comes from your mother.
Oh, makes more sense. Okay.
This is your laptop.
That actually
You
does.
enjoyed
That makes a
listening to
lot more sense
audiobooks
as to how
and
she
playing
knows that I just
games.
sit there, like, streaming and she didn't stop me. So I want to know what the fuck happened. It just pisses me off that I don't. That's accurate.
You also use the laptop for your studies.
Now that's not accurate.
You even made friends online to play games with. This laptop is like an extension of you. You practically spent all your time
Fuck
on it.
you, Gabe. I'm not broke enough to have a laptop. I have a computer.
As soon as you left
Real man.
school, you initially spent a lot of time on your laptop.
Yeah, fair enough.
Apparently, you were attempting to isolate yourself from reality and its consequences.
Fuck you, first of all, attacking me, bitch. Second of all, yes.
But soon after, you grew tired of it and stopped playing video games.
Today's the day.
I'm not sure if it was a good or bad decision, but it definitely changed your life a bit.
Bad
By the way, you can look into your laptop and see what's there. Want to check?
Not yet.
You can continue looking around.
Yeah, no, I want to see if there's anything else. I don't think there's a book here, though. Oh. Well, fucking lock me out of paths.
This is your diary.
My diary.
The most important thing you have. And reading it
Ooh.
might take some time.
Okay.
But since you've clicked on it, you definitely need to read it. I won't disturb you during this time. Read at your own pace. If you want to share your emotions after reading, I'll be glad to listen.
Alright, so gentlemen. Oh, I'll read this. That's what I was gonna say. I saw Marana sit down on a chair next to my table and close her eyes. Apparently, with such a good job, she gets very little sleep. I carefully picked up the diary and sat on the bed. It looked like a regular book. It didn't have that many pages, but the book still seemed thick. Perhaps because I had read it so many times, the book had become slightly misshapen, adding to its thickness. I don't know what awaits inside, and the atmosphere starts to get tense. Overcoming my anxiety, I finally opened the diary's first page and began to read. So, this is gonna be probably a very long bit, so, future me, this isn't written, by the way, future me, just cut to, leave a timestamp. If any of you would like to skip to the end of the segment, future me will leave a timestamp. If you want to hear me read it all, then feel free, buckle up, turn on your listening ears. 220807, that's August 22nd, 2017. I care. Well, I'm having a migraine. No, I'm not. Hello. I decided to start a diary because Rhea told me it helps understand oneself and improve relationships with others. Basically, she seemed to be promoting it to me. I bought a notebook and will try to write down everything happening in my life. Honestly, I don't think this will last long, since I'm not a very consistent person. Y'all, I need to point out, this game's calling me out. I'm a little mad. Saying I like anime, saying I play video games all the time, saying I take good care of plants, saying I'm hot, saying I'm not consistent. You know, this game, it's really calling me out here. It's not like a genius level intellect, dashing good looks, just massive testicles. It's calling out everything about me, and I'm very upset about it. I get the same thing every day, but we'll see. Maybe it'll work out. No, actually, just kind of look like me. It's hard for me to write. I don't even know what to write about. What did I do today? Went to school, talked with friends, came home, and then else. did my homework, and I'm just sitting at home. I'm not home as usual, and I have nothing to do. Well, technically, I have a lot I could do, like self-improve, prepare for my lessons, play computer games, but I prefer to lie in bed and stare at the ceiling. I don't know if everyone is as lazy as me, or what it's called, procrastination, I think. Game, why do you know your target audience so fucking well? Not sure about the spelling. When you become anyone in this world, work hard, live your passion, but you choose to just lie in the bed. I think in the future I'll read my diary and might not understand, maybe even blame myself for something. But I'm tired. Yes, I have many friends at school, I get good grades, and I even hang out with friends outside. I always smile and joke around them, trying to stay positive. And when I come home, I feel sadness and loneliness. Kagan, shut the fuck up! Nothing seems to help. No video games, no studying, not even food. Okay. Dude! I'm just not in the mood. Honestly, thank you, diary. I feel like I vented to someone, like crying on a shoulder. I feel a bit better. But not getting an answer back is hard. It's like talking to a wall. Maybe I don't need a reply. Your purpose might be to be there for anyone who wants to share something privately but is afraid to. Anyway, I'll go now. 4:09. That's 2017. That's September 4th, 2017. Hello again, diary. Been 2 days since school started. These days were normal. Rhea and I sat together, joked during breaks, and had lunch together. Today I brought her the cookies I baked at home, and she shared a tasty salad with me. She loved the cookies. Rhea is genuinely a kind person. We have a lot in common, but she's not into video games. She prefers studying, and she's really dedicated. I don't have that drive, even though I get the same grades as her. I feel like school just prepares us to be perfect workers. It's like, do this, do that, don't question things.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's meant to do.
Or else you get the lowest mark. Fuck. Right then. Or in a job setting, you might get fired. This is September 13th, 2017. Hello, diary. Recently, our class was asked to write an essay about friendship. I spent a long time thinking about what to write. I have many friends, but this essay really went for me. Should I worry more about what the teacher thinks rather than what I truly feel? It's so absurd. At first, I wrote an essay expressing my real opinion that friends are just a way to avoid feeling lonely. After rereading it, I realized the teacher wouldn't like it. I tried to write something that would get me a good grade, but the problem was I sat with that paper for over an hour and couldn't think of anything. I decided not to submit the essay and got the lowest mark. I chose not to tell my mom about it. She doesn't seem to care much about me anyway. If I had submitted the essay with my honest feelings, they might have sent me to a psychiatrist or suspended me from school. That's life. So sidebar, I'd actually like to make a comment about this. And I know that this is, I've been making jokes this entire time, but I want to be for real right now. The issue that I have with a lot of things, just a lot of things in general, it's very difficult for a lot of people to talk about suicidal thoughts. And for a lot of people, that's not because, for some people it is, but at the very least for me, for a very long time, it was not because, it's inherently hard to talk about. It's not because it's a sensitive subject. It's because everyone that you want to talk to it with has this, and I don't hate it. I think it's a good, it's a good message, it's good intention. But they're like, we gotta go get you to the fucking ER. No! I told you, because okay. This is not me trying to come out here and make a bold claim and be like, your friend has problems. You shut the fuck up and you sit down. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's stupid of me to say. That'd be irresponsible, and that would be encouraging a very bad option. I'm not saying don't help people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't intend to help people. I'm not saying you're a bad person for trying to help a depressed person. But a lot of people don't realize that just doing some of these things is not enough. Just sending them to the ER is not gonna solve the problem. Sometimes it won't even help. You need to do more than that. You need to understand more than that, and you need to help them in the moment. You can't just... What I'm pretty much saying is, if someone is depressed, you can't just shove them to the side. And I feel like a lot of people need to hear that. It's sad that they need to hear that, but they need to hear that. So you can't... If you have a depressed friend, and you want to help them, you cannot just... Don't just send them to the ER and shove them to the side, and then be like, oh, well, they're solving their own problem. No, help them. Do something. Be proactive. They can solve... The reason that depression is a thing is because people have trouble solving their problems completely on their own. It is a problem that they're not meant to solve on their own, and they can't solve on their own. Or they can, but it's incredibly difficult and taking a toll. So don't just fucking tell the nurses. That doesn't do anything. Oh my god, it makes me so angry that people do that. And it's why I'm very scared to talk about a lot of suicidal thoughts with a lot of people who can help me. Or I was, I should say. I am. I'm not anymore. I swear, guys. Like, genuinely, I'm not anymore. But, like, back, like, a very long time ago when I was, not even a very long time ago, like, a couple weeks ago, when I was, like, really, I couldn't talk to anyone. Because they just, like, anyone who could actively help me, and do an active part, play an active part, would just be like, well, go to the hospital on the psych ward, and we're gonna turn you in and make you wear those stupid fucking socks. Like, no, that doesn't solve the problem. God, that pisses me off. I don't know. Sorry, I'm ranting. Anyways, October 18th, 2017. Hello again. Sorry for not writing for so long. Nothing new happened. As usual, I went with Rhea, played video games, slept, and of course, went to school. Something happened recently that threw me off. As I mentioned, I have many friends, including guys, and mostly play video games. And recently, one of the guys confessed his feelings for me. Diary, you can't imagine my surprise. I mean, I've seen some girls flirting with guys and vice versa, but I always set boundaries. No one ever flirted with me. I never cared about such things. Never even thought about it. But for the first time in my life, someone confessed to me. He just said it, honestly and openly. Feeling it wasn't fair to keep it a secret from me and wanted an honest answer. I don't know how to respond to him because I don't feel that strong love described in movies or books. Still, I'm really flustered by all this. I'm even embarrassed to write to you because because I'm usually so down when I talk to you, but now I'm smiling as I write this. It feels so unusual. Alright, damn! Long ass break. Wait, no, never mind. That's November. I'm bad at reading. November 2nd, 2017. Hello again. I remember the last time I read about the guy who confessed to me. Well, we're seeing each other now. It's not like we're officially together and act like a couple. We're just hanging out and getting to know each other. So at this time, I realized I like him. I'm now really worried about what will happen next since he hasn't asked me about my feelings yet. But if he does, I'll be so embarrassed. All this is overwhelming me. Lately, I seem happier and even started turning down Rhea's office to hang out.
There's gonna be one of two ways that this goes. Either Rhea got really mad at me and I tried to kill myself, or the guy broke up with me and Rhea was mad at me and I tried to kill myself. There is no in between. Or the guy is emotionally manipulating me and Rhea gets really mad at me and I try to kill myself. But he's not here right now, so I'm starting to think that it's. I think either Morana scared him off, or he probably just rather me. She's quite puzzled with Sensei because I haven't told her who I've been spending time with, but I think she suspects I have a boyfriend. She even started teasing me about it. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. Soon we'll be applying to colleges, choosing our dream professions, or staying in school for 2 more years. I think I'm not very sure about what I want to do, so I'll stay in school for another 2 years. Thoughts of the future upset me. I don't want to think about it. I've got a strange feeling that something's wrong with me. I love to draw, especially different creatures. For instance, there is a chubby black cat there in class. My imagination can run wild sometimes. But in class, believe it or not, I thought I saw that exact cat drew and walk into a room, like it's so real. I instantly knew it wasn't real and laughed it off, blaming it on being tired from school. But deep down, I'm worried and scared. I know mental health issues can be inherited. They can. I had a grandfather who took his own life. My mom often spoke of him, remembering him as a great man, and cried for him. She said he lost his mind after my grandmother's death. The guy died, didn't he? I'll never meet him, though I should go talk to him. It's a pity. I don't romanticize mental disorders like movies do. I think it's not normal it should be treated. Otherwise, people completely lose their minds. Yeah. Anyways, that's the weird situation I experienced. Alright. November 21st, 2017. Hello, diary. Life goes on as usual, but I want to vent, maybe even cry a little. I think something terrible is happening to me, and I'm too scared to tell my mom, even though I don't know I should. I don't want to become like some movie psychopath or schizophrenic. I hate the idea. Only fools romanticize that, as these are scary diseases. People do horrible things when they suffer. True. I recently read a story about a woman who killed her own kids overnight because she was schizophrenic. From what I understand about this illness, you see creatures or places that aren't real, just in your mind. It's been my feelings lately. So, something actually important to mention. If you ever meet someone with schizophrenia, please don't assume that they're going to hurt you. Some of them do, definitely. There's schizophrenics that do that, but there's an interesting thing specifically about schizophrenia, but about a lot of mental diseases. There are actually schizophrenics who are like perfectly normal functioning human beings. Like they're very schizophrenic. Like they see a lot of things, but they're normal functioning members of society. And I mean, they do what they can. They're not usually like super involved. They're not working like a high stress job at all. But like, you know, they'll be nice to you. And a lot of them have interesting strategies. And honestly, if you're interested in psychology in any way, schizophrenia is a very interesting starting place to learn about mental illnesses because it's really cool.
Anyways, that's my feeling lately. I've started seeing weird creatures, especially when I'm bored. Like during classes, I see them often, and it's hard to get rid of them unless I distract myself. I know I should tell my mom, but I'm terrified of being diagnosed or accepting that I may never be able to live in normal society. Back to that fucking thing I was saying. I hate that is actually realistic. That's what I hate the most, is that would actually fucking happen. That would be like death to me, since I'd no longer be ordinary. Still thinking about it, but I'll write more if there are any updates. I'm assuming more on it hasn't gone through my notebook, which good on her. December 17th, 2017. I did it. I told my mom today. It was hard, and seeing her reaction was look in her eyes and her expression said it all. She might see me as a monster. Maybe she doesn't believe me and thinks it's just a teenage prank. I don't know. It took a lot of time and effort to get it out and find the right moment. I don't know what to do next. This is the first page I've cried on. Sorry. It's just very hard for me. I want to tell others, but people might avoid me. No one wants to be around someone like me, I'm sure, but I might go mad and hurt them myself. Who knows what other horrible things might happen. So I'll keep quiet until the end. For now, my mom and I have scheduled an appointment with a psychiatrist she knows. I don't know my diagnosis yet. I'm just fearing the worst. Life's been tough, especially when things are finally starting to get better. I've been in a relationship with a boy, my relationship with my friends are better than ever, and my school grades are good. Okay, Daria, I'll write when I have the strength. Goodbye. 26. This is day after Christmas. Schizophrenia. Whoa. Oh my god, that was a terrible voice crack. Whoa. It's hereditary. I got it from my grandfather. I've been removed from school. For rizzles. UFO shizzles right now. Well, my mom arranged for me to be treated at home because the quality of mental institutions is terrible. Thank you! Finally, a good mother in media. I didn't say goodbye to Rhea. It was too hard. They'll probably tell her I transferred schools and moved away. I haven't talked to my boyfriend since my last diary entry. In fact, I've been ignoring them. I know I'm being horrible to them, but maybe it's better they never knew me. It hurts when I do this and cry every night. Sometimes we need to be cruel so people can get disappointed, move on, and forget about it. Hurting them and myself. Their pain will pass, and we'll move on. Find someone else. And I want to believe they'll be okay. Things will never be okay for me again. Not because of my mood, but because of the illness. No one knows how to cure it, and no pills will help. Hallucinations become more and more real, scarier and scarier, and there'll be more of them. I don't want to think about it. It's too terrifying. Since I left school, I'll have to study at home and focus on self-education. During the new year, my life will change entirely. 4 days later. New Year's is coming soon, but unsurprisingly, I'm not in the mood. I think I made the right decision by distancing myself from it. Oh, I'm gonna have some great commentaries. This game, fucking, it's making some very, very important statements, and I'm in love. I'm in love with it. The way that this game is handling the inherent stigmatism behind mental illness. I am in love. Like my boyfriend, for instance. Our relationship would never have worked out. It's not because I'm bad or can't act normally. I'm not crazy. Relationships have goals, like starting a family. I look ahead, and I don't want my children to experience what I'm going through now. It's better for both Rhea and him to move on in life. I'm getting incredibly bored these days since I'm not attending school, so I entertain myself by imagining various creatures. Of course, I can play video games all day, but I'm tired of that. When you're free to do anything, and start to enjoy things you once found pleasant after some time. Jesus. January 19th, 2018. New Year's has already passed. Mom and I celebrated together. Dad didn't even call, let alone visit. Honestly speaking, I'm not mad at Dad, but Mom is very angry and doesn't want to see him. He found a new family and left us. Oh, that's fucked up. I thought he found a family, he just found some young girl. Stupid. I understand my mom is very disgusted by this, and he left us for his own pleasure. But I think she needs to move on in life. By that, I mean find a new man who will love her and move on. The only problem is my presence. I completely ruined that possibility. That's not fucking true. That's not how that works. My mom loves me very much despite this. Works hard for my sake. But what's the point of all this when I don't have a future? That's why I think it would have been better if I didn't exist. This game. You know, I'm not gonna rant again. I'm gonna let this game speak. I'm gonna let the melody sing. I don't write this hello diary anymore because I see no point. Honestly, I see no point in writing here either. I feel so bad that the only thing I can do is draw to distract myself from everything. Hallucinations are getting scarier, but I'm used to them. To hear voices, more like noise. My psychiatrist prescribed me antidepressants and antipsychotics, but you know they might have side effects. On top of that, I can't sleep at night. So I've also been... Jesus! I'm having a stroke. So I've also been prescribed some sleeping pills. One sleeping pill usually doesn't help, so I take two. And now I consume these damn pills instead of food, which aren't helping. I mean, they cost a lot of money, and my mom stays away from work on and off. She changed shift, and I rarely see her now. I feel terrible. clear that these voices were more than just noise and start listening to them. I don't want that. I don't want anything. January 29th, 18. Well, hello, diary. Yes, I wrote earlier that I wouldn't write like this, but who cares? I drew some marks and placed them on you now. How do you feel like it? Oh, cool. Very accurate. There's an elf. And a bird. And a bird. And a bird. And a bird. Is that Morana? No, no joke. I think that's me. No, that's probably a rat. That's me. Stay positive. There's a bird. And a fox. And whatever. That's fucking weird deer. It's my boyfriend? I don't know who that was. Probably me. Morana! I thought so. I wanted to make this comment, but I didn't want to just come out and say it. I'm fairly certain that Morana is I'm fairly certain that Morana is going to be like a schizophrenic hallucination who's meant to help me by the antipsychotics or some kind of extended metaphor. I don't know. Wait, is that Morana? That looks a lot like her. Was I familiar with her before? Why did she tell me about it? Or even then, was she with me because my mom couldn't be? But why didn't I write about this event in the diary? I looked in her direction. She was still asleep wherever she was. I need to ask her about it after I finish reading everything. Open the diary again and continue reading. What did I say? February 10th. Today I had a fight with my mom. She called me a mistake, said I do nothing, and I'm a burden. Called me stupid. Oh, maybe don't. Maybe you're not good, Mom. You don't know. Never mind. Not fine, Mom. Actually, she's got a lot of stress. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Not good to call your schizophrenic, depressed child a mistake, but you're also, she's not like just abusing her for the sake of abusing her. She's stressed. Again, I understand she said it was out of emotion, but she was telling the truth. Known with the truth. I have no friends, no job prospects with such a diagnosis, and all I do is take pills that cost an incredible amount of money and don't even help. Can't even talk to anyone. Can't tell strangers on the internet about my diagnosis. I would look like I want pity. I just want to confide in someone, crown some sort. But what's the point? I cry, will everything suddenly become good? No. Well, they can help me now. I need to accept that. At least Ria was right to suggest I keep a diary. Thank you, Ria. Without the diary, I would have killed myself a long time ago. Wow. February 23rd. Hello and goodbye at the same time, diary. I set today to overdose on the pills prescribed. I see no point in living and trying. I don't want any of this. Fear gripped me. I felt goosebumps. This exact date, I set the end of my life. I finally understood my actions. Even now, it's hard to imagine what I've been through. These hallucinations might push me to the decision. No matter how hard I try, there's no helping me. Not anyway. Alright, that should not be my main focus right now. What's important to me now is to find out who she really is, and how her drawing could have been my diary. I closed the diary and of course Morana. So, time to rant. Future me, you should probably include this out of the whole rant about the diary because it would make more sense. So, two things. First of all, Morana's a schizophrenic. She's gonna be some like. I don't really care. I should say I don't really care. I don't really know yet. I don't have enough info. Second of all, a very important thing, and I think a message of this game is going to try to get across that I'm very, very happy is being taught. The stigmatism with mental illness amongst people who have not experienced it, who have not been around it, people just in everyday, no, I should say everyday society, people who like white collar kids, like just teenagers at this point, teenagers who they don't do anything too bad, they haven't been around mental illness, they've lived just a straight basic life, like just the standard American dream, I guess is the best way I can phrase it. Just fucking skateboarding down the street with their friends, like going to coffee shops, whatever. Two parents, one. She didn't have two parents, but you just basic standard rank and file. What particularly gets me is that this game is trying to preach the idea of this stigmatism that a lot of those types of just basic, like standard. I should say standard issues. A little mean. But just like the stereotypical suburbanite, I guess. The stigmatism that they have about mental illness, that people who are mentally ill are like they equate mental illness to craziness, and that's what our main character. I don't know if they're named. I don't believe they are. That's what they are. That's exactly what that is. The standard suburbanite who has this sudden mental illness that they can't cope with because they see it as I'm crazy and I'm useless. It's not what mental illness is. It's not what it fucking is. It's not crazy. You're not crazy for being mentally ill. You're different, maybe, by some metric. I mean, a lot of people suffer from mental illness. In fact, you're
pretty normal for suffering from mental illness, a lot more normal than someone who's never had any mental illnesses at all, including, like, especially anxiety. If you feel anxiety, most people do. But, like, having a mental illness does not equate in any way to being crazy. At all. The drugs make you feel that way. Like, not like that. Like, someone getting you drugs makes you feel that way. And a high cost of living makes you feel that way. Because fucking pharmaceutical companies suck. Like, they rob people. I will always hate Big Pharma. And I will happily listen to rant on that, but I won't. I'll save you. Very the time. But, like, people like that feel like dead weight. You're not dead weight. That's literally just, plain and simple, that's not how that works. If you want, like, complete, God-honest thing. It's not how that fucking works. Nobody is dead weight. That's not how dead weight works. As long as you think you are. Rene Descartes thought of that long before I did. And if you think you are, and being isn't, that's how dead weight works. Just to be a human on this earth, you are contributing more than you can possibly bring. By eating food, you are contributing. You are constantly running these cycles. Without humans, the world would be completely different. Without you, the world would be completely different. That's how it works. That is a simple statement of life. That is as much truth as I'm fat and ugly. Like, if that's really how you want to play. It is as much truth that you are a horrible person who deserves to die as it is you are a person contributing to life who deserves to live. And I'm not saying that's true, but if that's the truth that anyone listening wants to go on, then sure. You need to also know, though, that the world would not be the same without you. That's how that works. That is statistically true. Anyways, let's been around about mental illness. To everyone who skipped this, I don't like you. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so to summarize for those who are not listening, or skip over that part, this Morana is probably a schizophrenic delusion. There's a lot of things about I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, I cut myself off from my friends, my mom told me a mistake, told me I was a mistake, I'm buying pills, and also I have a diary. Anyways, that's pretty much all you need to know. Oh yeah! I'm waking up Morgana, by the way, because she won't sleep. She ignores me and doesn't wake up. I felt goosebumps again. I couldn't breathe. I'm really scared to touch her. I don't know. I'm very afraid. I can't see her face while she's sleeping. It was covered by her hair. But I had no other choice. I gathered courage to touch her. She quickly grabbed my hand with her terrifying black hands. I still couldn't see her face. I tried hard to break free from her grasp. These attempts were unsuccessful. Visions start in my eyes. We can see weird monsters out here. She's a schizophrenic delusion! I knew it! Their voices echo loudly in my head. I can't say anything. Morana starts squeezing my hand tighter.
Oh my god, how can someone be so stupid?
What, bitch?
Just can't anymore. Where is your intelligence?
Bitch!
How can someone be like that?
Fuck you!
Haven't you tried thinking? I am not real, and even a fool would understand that, right?
How are you touching my hand?
Even someone who hit their head 100 times could figure that out.
Alright, well, I overdosed on pills, you bitch.
But the nonsense in the diary that you made up, do you really believe all that?
What are you talking about?
I understand it's a very sad story, but even this sad story is made up by you.
So, this is the real Morana. Why? So, this has to be fake. You know, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna place a bet. This has to be fake. You don't know why this has to be fake? Because Morana was the one who let me read the diary. Why would you let me read the diary if the diary is fake? If you knew it was fake, why did you let me read it? Fuck.
Why invent such a tragic story for yourself? For a friend and a boyfriend?
Yeah, that's why I would do it, but...
You hate the truth, don't you? Well, think about it again. Truth is, you never had any friends.
Okay.
You didn't have a Rhea or a boyfriend either.
Okay.
You made them up. Just like you made me up.
Okay.
Practically everything you wrote in the diary is not true, but fiction. Think about it again.
So I'll ask this again. I'll ask the same goddamn question one more time. If everything in the diary is so made up, why, in God's name, did you let me read it? Don't shake your mouth violently at me, you dirty fuck. Answer me. Why would you let me read the diary that is completely fake if you're just gonna scream in my face and tell me the story is fake? What the fuck's wrong with you?
You write in your diary about how your boyfriend and your friend ignored the fact that you suddenly
I didn't write about that.
disappeared.
For anyone who skipped that, no, I didn't. They didn't ignore that fact. I never once mentioned that they ignored that fact. I just said, I'm ignoring them. You...
What nonsense is that?
This can't be real, bro.
Think if you really had friends and a boyfriend, they wouldn't know where you live?
A lot of my friends don't know where I live. Is that not a normal thing? If any of you get to this point, can you like type that, like tell me in the comments, is that a normal thing that people just don't know where you live sometimes? Am I weird?
That sounds illogical.
Doesn't.
Very illogical. Damn it, illogical.
Woman, I have amnesia. Why are you questioning my logic? I literally tried to kill myself. Okay.
Do you really think they wouldn't visit you if you suddenly disappeared?
Do you know how suicidal people think, woman? Weren't you hired? Oh. Wouldn't my own schizophrenic delusion know how mental illness works, though?
Something like, oh, my best friend disappeared without telling me anything, and I'll just do absolutely nothing.
For anyone who doesn't know, some of you may not know that much about depression, and I wouldn't blame you. That's actually good. I'm very happy for you if you ever feel like experience depression and deal with it. It's a very scary thing. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, you're wrong. Like, no, that's good. I'm happy that you've never had to go through it. For anyone who doesn't know, non-knowers, people know. A common symptom of depression, at least in my experience of people around me, is that you think that nobody around you actually likes you. So yeah, I would think that. Thank you very much, you sad sack of bitch. Yeah, I would think that. That is the natural conclusion of a depressed person. What in God's name do you think I would assume? Okay.
Or, yes, I love her, but she disappeared and I'll just accept it. That sounds stupid.
It sounds like something a depressed person would think. So yes,
Tell me
stupid,
you
but also
actually
not
believe
unrealistic.
they would
for me to
continue their
believe.
lives with your disappearance. Even considering that you're in school and you are practically children who can't do anything in this situation, your friends
I can't even listen
they
to
would
this.
try to find you. Something might have happened
I did not
to you.
expect that. It really made me doubt
Do you
God.
understand what I mean? But unfortunately, all of this is just your imagination. No one is going to in
You
reality.
bitch.
You're just a lonely girl with schizophrenia and a bunch of psychological disorders who doesn't
So far, I
live
only have schizophrenia, depression, and maybe bipolarism. If in some situations I can see bipolarism. I don't know what you mean, a bunch of psychological disorders. Also, if you're my demon in my head, then how do you not know the other ones?
You've had this illness since childhood. You didn't go to kindergarten or school because
Why
of
would
it.
I listen to you? If so, let's do some critical thinking. Do some critical thinking. You dumbass. You are in my head, right? My brain. So she's in my brain, right? I forget all of my past. That's like a big part of this. I just don't remember shit. So, woman, sweet, sweet summer child, you are my schizophrenic demon. How in God's name do you remember any of this? Aside from what is written on the paper. I get what's written on the paper. I get that. How would you know any of this if you are in my brain? How would your skin be purple? But you know, I'm gonna say that silently. That doesn't make sense.
Your mom kept you at home. You hardly saw the sunlight in your life. Not that it's her fault. She was scared to let you out among people because you always acted strangely, and other children always laughed at you and bullied you.
Suburbanite. Got all of it.
Your father left your family not because of some student he found, but because of you, and you know it.
Quick to blame me, but
It's
you're
all
not quick to
because of
understand my
you.
line of thinking, which is crazy thing.
You've gotten too caught up in your own play. I'm tired of being in
My
it.
schizophrenic delusion. That's not how that works.
I'm
You
leaving.
don't get tired.
Stay by yourself and enjoy the solitude, since you love to suffer.
Again, it's how schizophrenic delusions work. Rana got up and left, slamming the door loudly behind her. She appeared upset, and then she was also angry. Somewhat confused by what she said, doesn't fully register behind. After her? Well, might as well. Rana's waiting for me. Sorry, I'll return later. Maybe not. I really will. Suddenly, I spotted a strange creature on my bed, looking at me with peculiar eyes. No, you're leaving already? I'll take you with me. Everyone leaves. I'm not surprised. You're not an exception. Fine, I release you. Go on. Just be careful, okay? Okay. I'm sorry, little guy. Strange yet unexpectedly charming monster. The I'm off to follow Moran. I'll return to this creature. Alright, I've been recording for an hour. Alright, so I've been recording for an hour. This is the let's go. This is going to be anyways. I think it's a good ending point. I might only get one ending in this game just because going through and getting all the endings is going to be incredibly difficult. It's going to take me a lot of space. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this game. I hope you like my rants. I like them. I like hearing myself talk. I am mentally ill. Anyways, regardless of all that, go buy this game if you want to see more. Before I record, of course. But I would recommend going buying this game. It's a small indie creator. It's a very powerful. It's a very good game. Very powerful message. So thus far, at least, I think it's gonna be a very fun game to play. I think it's gonna be very interesting, enjoyable. That being said, children, maybe have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever you may be having right now, morning, etc., etc., etc. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.